you should turn off. You can share your screen. It's been almost 3 days since you went live and you haven't touched anything yet. You wanted to wait for this call. Great, Jess, you're going to be number one in the screen sharing department. We're going to wait for a few more people to roll on in. I want to teach you guys a little bit about creatives, and I won't take too much of your time. I just got some important things I want to teach you guys about creatives. And then you'll be the first to share screen with me. After that, I'll invite Damon to share his screen. He's been messaging me all week asking for that. So it's going to be a fun-packed night, but I'm going to wait for a few more people to roll in. How is your week going? Have you had any sales, Jess? I launched my new store a week ago. I've had 3 sales. A big order came in today, which was nice. And I'm feeling this new store, I think. I'm feeling it. I'm getting good results on Facebook. I'm getting good results on my emails. Actually, you know what? I'm not getting good results on emails. I tell a lie. That's what I'm trying to do next. I'm working on getting my email signups higher so that I can utilize my email automations to get more sales. That's how I roll. I always like to break things down. So when you launch a store, your ads are running, stuff's happening, I like to focus on one section at a time, like one car part at a time. I'm not a car guy, but that's the way I like to break it apart. You got your wheels, you got your engine, you got your steering wheel, like your inside. I like to pick one to focus on, not just, my whole car needs fixing, it's which part. So for our businesses, it's like, I'll focus on ads and I'll try and get my CTR up, or I'll focus on ads and try and get my cost per click down. And there's methods to do that. And if I get to the point where my cost per clicks are good and my CTRs are good, okay, what's the next most important thing in the business to focus on? Am I getting email signups? And I'll go and do that, and I'll work on the pop-up, and I'll work on the offer that I'm giving people in the email signups. And once I'm starting to get a few signups, it's like, okay, what's next? All right, well, maybe I should work on my email automation, so I'll go and do that. And maybe I'm not getting enough. I'm getting clicks, I'm getting email signups, but I'm not getting enough conversions. What can I work on next? Well, my product page, my product images, and my offer. So I work in sort of iterative sections. Jacinta, welcome. I'm going to show you guys something that's going to blow your mind, I hope. I'm working on a new ad strategy. Haven't announced it. I've been quiet with my ads, fairly quiet over the past few weeks. You guys may have noticed I haven't really been sharing too many screenshots of my actual ads for you guys. And the reason for that is I've been testing out a new strategy, and I don't want to overload people with all sorts of new stuff to try. I wanted to make sure I give my new strategy a good shakeout, a good couple of weeks to tell me if this is actually going to be working, because I've heard a lot of rumors going around, and by rumors I mean a lot of Reddit posts, that Facebook ads had a significantly big dive in performance over the past 2 weeks and a little bit before. Don't know if you guys have noticed. CPMs seem to have gone higher. Cost per clicks have gone higher. Cost per purchases have seemed to have gone higher as well. And I've been seeing it. A lot of people on Reddit have been seeing it as well. But I've got to be careful. And we all have to be careful, because when your ads start performing badly, what do? You go and complain about it. So what does everyone do what does a bunch of people do when their ads go badly? They go to Reddit and they complain. So when you go to Reddit and you hear complaint after complaint after complaint, you got to ask yourself, is this real? Is Facebook ads performance dipping, or is it just me? And do my ads just suck? So I've been looking and taking advice from people and doing a fair amount of testing. I've got a brand new strategy. It's not too different from what everybody is different, but it's not too different from what everybody's doing, but there are some key differences. I'm not ready to show you guys the strategy just yet, because I can't put my hand on my heart and say, this is the way to go. And I'm excited to show you guys, but I'm not going to show you that today. What I am going to show you though is some of the things that I have been learning over the past 2 weeks. Some really important things that not many people actually think about. So you guys have seen how I test what kind of ad copy to use. Hey Damon, how's it going? You guys have seen how I test what kind of headlines to use. And look, I'll just remind you How do I want to do this? Maybe it's better if I share my entire screen. I'll just remind you guys how I test my headliners, how I test my ad copy. Very similar to what you've been taught in the Freedom Club. The only difference is I'm labeling my things the very same way. One letter is for one image or video, and the number is for actually the copy. So every time I write a new copy, I give it a different number, and I test them one after the other. And I don't do, for the moment, when I'm just in testing phase, I don't add extra primary text. I don't add text variations. I don't add multiple headlines. I'm testing one headline. I'm testing one primary text, and that's it. Now, you will get better results on your ads, for sure, with text generations and adding multiple headlines. You will get better results. But I like to optimize my ads. I like to know the kind of things that work. And if you just go in here with your very first ad for your product and you just write some primary text, just guessing, and then you go and do the text generation and add multiple text there and multiple headlines, you're just guessing. That's all you're doing. You're just guessing. You're just throwing spaghetti at the wall, and you're not even seeing what sticks. You're telling Facebook, run with that. Run with this mess. I don't know what works. Just run with this. And at no point are you ever stopping to optimize. So I go and do things a little bit more scientifically. Before I go and add multiple headlines and multiple text generations, I spend a couple of weeks just playing, just texting, not expecting a world of change to happen on my account. I'm just testing all the different permutations. So, for example, D1 is creative D and ad copy 1, my basic ad copy, right here. Refresh your mattress was the headline for this one. My final copy that's doing really well, D5, is a lot different. It's got icons and it's calling out not just the features of my product, it's calling out how it's going to make you feel. And this one's performing a lot better. And you can see here, I was very confident. Now I've got 2 headlines. So what have I learned? I've learned that this performs better than my first one. I've learned that these 2 headlines perform better than the other one. And now I'm nearly ready to go and create a whole bunch of different generative texts and probably get a lot cheaper clicks doing that. Sorry, for mentioning leads. I have a lot of clients that I work with who are in the sales space, so I generate leads for them. But we're here for purchases today. Now, in terms of creatives, it is so easy, guys, to create creatives. Everything that I did here for this business, I created myself. You can do it in Canva, but I'm going to show you guys a really cool technique tonight to create a creative from your supplier's images. And my best ad here is simply a supplier's image that they've given me that I've edited out. And I'll show you how I edit it out. It's so easy. And once you got this image, you can turn this image into such a simple creative just by putting it into Canva, making a video, and just adding a little tiny bit of zoom. You can see here my winning video. Where is my winning video? Where's my video? I think it's this one. It's text with a zoom and a bit of music too. So how can you create easily in today's day and age some really awesome photos that you have the rights to use? That's the important thing. We can't just go and take the photos that our suppliers have. Our suppliers have branded products. Our suppliers have photos that they've taken. If we take them, they could say, hey, that's our photo. And they'd be right to say that and potentially take our ad down, which sucks. So I'm using here Photoshop. You probably could do this in Canva, but I'm using Photoshop specifically for this because Photoshop has really amazing AI tools. Let me see. I don't even know which one it was. We'll have to start from fresh. Okay, we'll go new project. So let's find my supplier, and so I can do a quick demonstration of how we do this. So if I go to eBay, to Giselle mattress, I think mine was that one, and it was a bamboo mattress topper. You guys could see that, right? All right, so here it is. Grab this image, copy it, bring it over into Photoshop. We're going to go and do a new, we'll go create. Oh, this is Premiere. I don't want Premiere, I want Photoshop. My mistake, guys. Photoshop. Now, Photoshop is not expensive anymore. You can get a Photoshop subscription for what, I think maybe $30 a month. Maybe, don't quote me on that. I can't make the screen larger, I don't think, but I'll see what I can do. I'm very sorry about that. I've got an enormous monitor. I might be able to reduce my, you know what? I can probably reduce my resolution. Let me do that. Display settings. And that's not even big. That's probably a bit better for you guys. I have a feeling, is this not going to be able to show me this, is it? Let's see, let's hope. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you this because I think I uninstalled. No, we can do it. Okay. So, Camilla, yeah, sure. We'll take a bit later and I can help you with that. Okay. So we got a photo here. We want to quickly edit this into a Facebook bit of creative, and we need to get rid of some of these things, right? We need to get rid of the logos that are here and the logo that's there. And then we want to change things up a bit. So start by deleting those. Oops. Get rid of these. Right there. They are gone. And this is so cool. So you then highlight with the marquee tool, right? And you can do this on Windows and Mac. You just highlight a little bit above where you just deleted and fill that square in. And we're going to do a generative fill. You just click this generative fill button. And I'm not even going to give it a prompt. It will ask you to do a prompt, and you can do that in some other situations. I'm just going to go generate. It will do a pretty good job from my testing. Bum, ba, da, bum, ba, da, ba. Close. Close. Better. Look at that. Now you could sit here and go away. You could sit here and you could generate away. Okay, you can keep generating until you got something that's really, really perfect. I'm going to stick with that because I don't want to take up all your time. Now we're going to get rid of this logo here. Get rid of that bad boy. We're going to select the layer underneath and delete. And now I'm going to just highlight a little bit around it. Well, let me get rid of that. AI is amazing. Amazing. There we go. And now we're going to do another generative fill, and it's going to fill in the pillow. Come on. That'll do. Background's not perfect. Let's check this one. That's perfect. Utterly perfect. Now this corner here, I don't like that. That corner there, it looks terrible. It looks like it's worn. I'm going to delete that. Well, I would actually, how would I do that? From here, I would flatten these down. Delete that, and we'll just regenerate that little piece right here. Regenerate. So now we've removed the logos and the bits of information about the product that they have on their image. We've got a clean image to use on Facebook. It's not perfect. You guys can make it perfect later. Look, that's fixed. Amazing. But I want to get rid of this because that's obviously going to trigger them to say, hey, you've taken our image. So I will use my polygon lasso tool just to, let me start that one again. Just to come in and roughly, you only have to be rough here. Coming in and delete that from there. Delete. We want to be highlighting the bottom layer. Delete. Now we've got this empty space there. We want to do a generative fill. Now we could tell it to put bedside table. And, well, it'll probably backfill the wall too. So we'll just do bedside table and we'll do a generate. I never would have thought for the life of me a few years ago that we would be in this point now where we can do this. Incredible. Utterly incredible. That looks a bit bad. Let's see the rest. Not quite happy with those. We'll regenerate again. Now, if there's a bit that you don't really like, but the rest of it's pretty cool, you can be happy with that, flatten it down, and then go and delete something else, do a generate to fix it up. And if we don't find one, this is Photoshop, yeah. I might keep that one there. Oops, no, cancel that. We'll keep that one there. I'm going to flatten this down. And I'm just going to delete this bit right here. Let me just merge these down and delete this bit right here. Okay, and then just do a quick generative fill there. Now, I would love if Canva could do this, but Canva is pretty good at deleting backgrounds. But at the moment, for the moment, Canva doesn't do generative fill like this. That looks pretty good. This is now an original image that we can use in our own ads. We can throw this into Canva. We could do just a very slight zoom in and pops a nice white Helvetica font text right here telling people what this is. Now, in terms of what is working on Facebook, what I have found, and this isn't going to be about structure at all. I'll teach you guys a bit more about the Facebook ad structure next week, because by next week I will have had another week of testing, another week of data, and I'll be more confident that my current strategy is going to work and going to continue working. So for now, continue doing the same structure that you currently got. In terms of what's working for creatives, I am finding shorter videos are working really well. And just plain nice looking text. Not plain nice looking images. Excuse me. Plain nice looking images. And your images, you could do some call out features. Go into Canva. I copy this whole thing into Canva. Go in and find some nice white icons that you can put over here to call out features. Like, is this plushy? Does this make people feel like they're on a cloud? Go find a nice cloud icon. Pop it down in here, put some text. Feels like on a cloud. Animate it a little bit in Canva, or don't animate it at all. Just have the slight zoom in effect and make it a 5-second video. People don't have time. They're not going to be watching a 30-second video anymore. I don't feel like. I feel like the USG content is good, but you just can't keep selling with USG. Is it USG? User generated content. UGC. I don't feel like you can just sell with UGC alone anymore. I think if you want to expand and you want to start to scale your campaigns that are doing well, you need, the UGC has its place. I'm not saying get rid of it. You absolutely should have it and you need it. But for a short 5, 10, 15 second video, this is how you would do it. Start with something like this, a nice little zoom in, a little bit of text coming across the screen. You don't have to think too hard about this, calling out some features, and you'll have it there. I'm getting really, really good conversions doing that. Nadia, you watched my live the other day. You mentioned not to use Advantage Plus. Can I explain more about it? Yeah, absolutely. All right, and let me pull up my Facebook page and show you what I'm talking about with my Advantage Pluses. I'm fairly sure that we don't teach you to use Advantage Plus in the Freedom Club, but the times had changed since when that first was recorded. And how you now make a new campaign. The times have changed and the screens have changed. So if you're following those instructions, you'll probably end up having a Advantage Plus shopping campaign. Now, what is an Advantage Plus shopping campaign? When you click create campaign, you guys can see that, yeah? Just want to make sure you can see. Let me just make this bigger so I can see your chats. Now, I do need to do some more testing with a few scenarios in Advantage Plus before I close the books on this thing for good, but it's going to take me a while. I have one more thing I want to test with Advantage Plus shopping. One more thing. Until then, I advise everyone to stay away, especially for small businesses. So if you're making an Advantage Plus shopping campaign, you would go click sales as your campaign type. And it wants you to pick it. It wants you to go Advantage Plus. It's the first thing here, and it's blue, and it's like, pick me. Now, guys, if I'm running a business and the most lucrative package that you could purchase is the best package for me as the business owner, do you think I'd make that easy for you to choose? Do you think I'd want you to have that as the default and then make, tell you that it's the easiest and fastest way to get you up and running? For most businesses, choosing Advantage Plus shopping campaign will get you the most amount of views and traffic, but it comes at a cost. This isn't designed to help you and I. This is not designed to help dropshipping businesses or like mum and dad businesses or niche little boutique businesses. This is designed to help big business. Okay, now there is one more scenario like it. I'll tell you what this is going into this as we create the shopping campaign that I'm going to test very soon. But for most people right now, I would recommend going to a manual sales campaign. All of my best campaigns right now are manual sales campaigns. And I'm hoping to turn that around. But the reason why they're the best is because it gives us the most opportunity to configure the campaign how we want. So if we're doing an Advantage Plus, we're going to go continue and make one. Now, why does this exist? Advantage Plus is here so that businesses, big businesses that have large catalogs and tons of money, tons of customers, think Zara a good example, or any good clothing store. Any big clothing store is a good example of a business that should use Advantage Plus. You've got a big catalog, not sure what creatives to run, not sure who to target. Let Advantage Plus do all of that for you. The downside of that, it's going to be more expensive. Reason is, when we do a manual shopping campaign, we pick our products, we pick our creatives, we set it all up, and we tell Facebook who the ideal customer is. Facebook is going to try and target someone who's in the market for that product first. Now, you guys may have noticed that when you launch your campaigns, some of you have wicked success in the first week, and then sales drop off. Now, that is a very normal thing. What's happening there is a handful of people out there in the market looking at a dog seat cover right now, thinking about buying one, and Facebook knows it. They're like, you've been searching dog seat covers, haven't you? Haven't you, Damon? I've seen you. I've seen your search history. It has. And I can see you've searched for 3 of these dog seat covers. And I know you very well, Damon. I know that when you search for one more, you're likely to buy it because normally you buy on the 4th time. I'm going to show you this ad right here from roughandtumble.com.au, and you're probably likely to buy this. Facebook knows that. So when your performance dips, Facebook's saying, hey, I've shown your ad to the people who are hottest. Well, not the best looking, but hottest buyers, and we've run out. So, now you're going to make better ads. Now you're going to do better targeting. Now you need to have a better email system to get the other people in who aren't so warm. Now, when you do an Advantage Plus shopping campaign, Facebook is opening that up widely. And if you guys know anything about sales, the first time someone actually interacts with your brand, it can take 7 to 12 days for that person to make a purchase. That's a long time to wait. And with Advantage Plus shopping, Facebook will find anywhere in that whole entire region of people who are in that buying life cycle. Okay, this is for big businesses who have money to invest up front in Facebook ads, who are looking for a big result down the track. Now, us as little guys, we're looking for a medium result immediately. We want impulse buyers. This isn't necessarily going to find us impulse buyers. This is going to be a strategy that you want to implement probably for a low budget. And it's more of an acquisition strategy to go out there and find the new customers who maybe haven't thought of your brand and haven't even thought about this product before. And you're happy to wait and allow these customers enough time to go through your cycle and your buying cycle and make a purchase from you. I did an Advantage shopping campaign like a week ago. I just thought I'll give it another crack. This is before I decided to do one last crack. I thought I'll do one last crack. I do one last crack all the time. I thought I'll do one last crack of Advantage Shopping Plus campaign. I did the campaign for a few days' time. Spent the same amount of money as my manual campaign. Manual campaign had like 10 conversions. This one had like 2 for $100 each. And I'm like, nah, I can't do this. I can't consciously do this for my business. But then I've turned it off. And since then, I'm getting, 1, 2 conversions every other day from a campaign that's off. What's happened there is those people have gotten onto my website, gotten into my email list, slowly made the decision to buy from me. Was it profitable after all of that time? No, it wasn't yet. But one thing I want to do next, I'll show you guys what I want to do next. So in your list, you'll be selecting your conversion as your website always. We don't have apps. Okay, we want maximum number of conversions. You select your pixel. Now, there's one thing we want to do. We always want to have the attribution set to 7-day click or 1-day view. You can, if you want, set your 1-day view to none. Now, the difference there is Facebook won't give you a conversion if someone just sees your ad on their computer, for example, goes onto their phone without clicking on the ad and buys it. Not that Facebook can really do that these days anyway, but sometimes someone will see your ad and just type in your website and go and buy something. And if that happens, Facebook will know. It'll say, hey, that person saw your ad and then they went to purchase, so Facebook takes responsibility for that purchase. If you turn this off, the theory is you might get better results because Facebook will get trained to only look for people who have clicked your ad. It's a thought. Now, in terms of audiences, we're doing Australia. Okay, in terms of budget, probably no more than $100 per day. I think, well, talking to you guys who are starting off small, no more than $20, $30 a day if you're going to do Advantage Plus shopping, in my opinion, my personal opinion. The big thing that I want to test though, and this is now saying these are the ads that it wants to do. Where is the feature that I wanted to test? There was one feature. I wanted to test the audiences. Okay, so I'm going to select my page. My page is, what's my page? Tokyo Threads. I'm going to use my page for my Instagram as well. Manual upload, I'll do this later. Multi-advertiser ads, always turn this bad boy here on. I have found much better results with this turned on. Much cheaper results. Okay, this is now wanting me to fill this out. I don't want to do that. What I want to do, and I might have to find where the advanced settings are. I want to tell it who my customers are. I don't want to declare that. Let me find it. No, I don't want to do that. There is a way. I have to figure out how to do it. There's a setting in your ad account where you can specify who your customers are. And you can import a list of your Klaviyo contacts and tell Facebook that these are my customers. It's not in the audiences. I'm going to have to go and watch before I do it. You can feed them into your Advantage Plus shopping campaigns, and it's supposed to make your shopping campaigns better. But I can't find where to put that. There's no setting in here. That's the thing that Advantage Plus shopping campaigns do. It cuts it all so down that you don't really have the access that you need to do it. So I won't go through and show you the whole thing. It must be in my advertising settings, perhaps. Oh, here it is. No, existing customer budget cap. No, I don't want that. Runs all the time. It's not that. And I don't want to increase during certain periods. No, it's not here. I thought I had this ability. I thought I did. I saw it before on my other account. Not to worry. That's why I don't do Advantage Plus shopping campaigns. They're there to cut out all the nice good features that we have in our normal campaigns. So to make a normal campaign, we would be going in and we're doing normal sales, coming in, clicking a manual sales campaign, clicking continue. And from here, we have a lot more features. We can use a catalog if we want. We can turn it on or off. We can do event campaign budget, which I always recommend. I'm going to have a whole new tutorial for you guys next week to show you guys what I'm currently doing. Now, you can make a choice and do what I currently do next week when I show you, or you can continue doing what you currently do. It is perfectly up to you and perfectly fine. There is no one way to skin a cat. There's no one way of doing this. One of the things that I like to do with my campaigns at the moment is under Advantage Plus audiences. You can add in here. You can put in who you think is going to want to. This is different from shopping campaign. This will be. This is Advantage Plus audience within a manual sales. I know this is getting confusing. Advantage Plus audience within a manual sales campaign is a bit different. We can put in detailed targeting. Like I can put people who are interested in beds, home furnishings, right? Now what happens here, because this is still Advantage Plus audience, this isn't only going to target people who like beds. This is going to suggest to Facebook, hey Facebook, got a little suggestion here, mate. I think people who like beds might like this. And Facebook will go, you know what, thanks for the suggestion. I may show this to people who like beds. But really it's going to show it to a whole bunch of other people as well, because Facebook doesn't give a crap what you ask it at this point. That's under Advantage Plus audience. Now, the advantage of doing it this way, you might not know who your best audience is, right? You might not know that. So if you don't know who your audience is, if you're selling a product that's new to you and you're like, I think people who like beds are going to like my sheets, cool, put it in there. But if you know your audience really well, for example, for my home craftology business, I know my audience like crafts. I know my audience likes Etsy. I know my audience likes, other stuff, right? So because I know my audience really well, what I can do is I can go and click this little link here to switch to original audience options. Facebook's like, no, don't do that. You know why? Because Facebook's going to make less money from me. Because I'm going to show my ad to the people that I know. I don't know why it's doing that. That's weird. I'm going to show my ad to the people that I know like my product. Bugger off. So now it still says Advantage Plus, but okay, Jess, I'll be finished in 1 sec. It still says Advantage Plus, but it's more likely now to show your ad to the people that you're actually wanting to target. So guys, next week I'm going to show you a really in-depth rundown of my ad campaigns for home craftology. Give me another week to test so that I can give you proper data. Jess, let's get you on your screen. Let's have a look at what's going on your ads and see if I can help you. Hope you guys found that tutorial helpful. Hopefully you can go and make more content now. And remember, short, sharp content, okay? Lots of images, lots of good quality images. Feature callouts in your images. Use your Canva. Use your Photoshop if you want. It's a great way of getting those awesome product shots without too much work. And by all means, guys, get your phone out and take your own photos and take photos of your product in your house with good lighting. That's great. But to get things running quickly, go and do what I just showed you. All right, Jess, let me invite you to share your screen. Okay. You there, Jess? Probably just loading everything in. Where's my thinking music? So we'll have Jess, then we'll have Damon. Jess, you want to put your mic on, I think. Maybe it's still loading in, I'm not sure, but I only see your photo. So we're going to have Jess. Oh, there we go. How are you doing? So we did. That's okay. So we'll do Jess, Jennifer, Damon, and then anyone else who needs help, pop your hand up now. And Jess, do you want to share your screen? Tom, you've seen Freedom People on Insta. No, I need to stop sharing my screen. There we go. Now you can share yours. Tom and Molly, you've seen people on Freedom making 10K a week, and you're wondering, but spending 14 grand a week on ads. Ugh. Well, that's not making money. How do you scale to be able to do this? Hopefully they're making 10K a week extra and spending 14K a week on ads. Feels like we're just going in circles. Well, I mean, it comes down to whether or not your product is scalable. And by product, I don't just mean product, I mean, is your product on your store with your ads scalable? And if not, fix those 3 things. Product, store, ads. 4 things. Product, store, ads, emails. So that... No, you need to share your screen. Right down the bottom of this window, next to the hand button, is a rectangle, and you click that, and you should be sharing your screen. All right, Anthony, Tom, Molly, I'd love to see yours as well, and then Anthony as well. It's once you get a product, right? Once you get a product and it's working, and scaling is working. Scaling is so to scale your ads up, we want to be adding 20% budget to your campaigns that are working. You gotta be careful though. You can scale yourself out of profit. So bear in mind, guys, that these things go up and down. Okay. How we get better is we just improve the parts of our stores that we can improve, and every product will have a point that you can scale it and a point where you need to dial back. So we just got to find that point. And if it's not there for your product, but your website is making money and you can't scale it, well, come to me and I'll see what I can do. But if we can't scale it past a certain point, that's okay. Let that store run. Go and find a different product and a different niche that you can launch and see if you can scale that one. It's okay to have multiple stores running. I do. All right. So you want to show me your ad results. So AquaGlow filters. We're doing the shower head filters here. Okay. You spent $200 over the past 3 days. CPMs are good. Middle of funnel is very expensive, but it's hardly spending at all. That's pretty cool. What's your CTR there if you can scroll across to the right? Okay, so your CTR is quite low. Well, it's not quite low. It's a little bit low at 1.11. We want to get that up to 1.5 if we can. I bet you got one good ad in there. So let's take a look in there. That's okay. Ah, yeah, cool. Then that's really cool. So you got, show me what you're targeting in the targeted one. This is a good strategy, guys. This is actually very similar to what I'm currently doing. I have different ad sets in my campaign that one's broad, one's more targeted. This is a good strategy, I think. Cool, so you're targeting health and wellness. Yeah, very good. Very good. There's no health club, but maybe. Now, is this 20 to 25 all genders? You probably, because you're doing targeting, I'd advise you to switch to the original audience options. See that link underneath your targeting options there? If you put your mouse down to the bottom, keep going down and stop. Under define further, there's a link, switch to original audience options. Up one there. And then click on the gray button. No, the gray button. They don't want you to click it, but you got to click the gray button. They're going to try and scare you until you get worse results. But see, Facebook want to show your ad to more people. And now you're saying, Facebook, for this ad set, show it to only these people. You've still got 13 million people in there, so it's still a humongous audience. It's probably going to be your best audience now. All right, now publish that. All right, some of these are doing well, but not very. Can you press on the amount spent so you can order this by the ones that have spent the most amount of money? All right. So it's a little bit expensive at $3 per click and 0.29. So which ad set is this in? Is this in the broad targeting? It's not. It is, yeah. That's broad, yeah. Okay. So let's take a look at your ad, the very first one. CPM is quite good. Cost per click is too low. Sorry, too high. Okay, this is your ad, right. I like that. 5 reasons why you need a shower filter. You see how you got a blank line between the 5 reasons you got a shower filter, and then you've got number 1, contaminated strips away natural oils. If you remove that blank line in your copy there, have a look at what happens to your ad. So remove that. And then remove that. So delete that line. And delete that line. Yep. Delete the line, the blank lines. Get rid of the blank lines there. And delete that. Yep, and delete that other one. There we go. Now look what happens to your ad. You see how we can see more? So now I can see contaminated water strips away the natural oils from my hair and skin. But you know what? From my point of view, that's what it's doing. Okay? That's not the feeling or the benefit. Right? Okay, so show me the results of one that's focusing on the benefits. Yeah, you can publish that one. Yeah, I think it will do slightly better with that. The rest of the ad looks pretty good. Where's one that has the benefits? And that's pretty good. It's just reduce hair loss, improve acne. Those are benefits. Those are things that it does, but they're not very strong. What is the main benefit of your product here, from a customer's perspective? Why are you interested in this? Yeah, what is it doing to make your water better? It's removing contaminants from your water, right? That's the first thing. That should be your very first thing people see, because people are scared. They don't want contaminants in their water. They don't want fluoride in their water. They don't want chlorine in their water. So what's the first thing that it does? And I don't even see that in your ads anywhere. So I would start with the line something like, your water could be contaminated. And then I would talk about the benefits of my product. This filters out contaminants and creates, is it alkaline water or is it nutrient rich water? So I think it's nutrient rich water, isn't it? And creates nutrient rich water which benefits your skin. That's how I would sell this. And people would be like, because we're adding the fear in and then we're adding in the benefit. And then some of your other benefits would go underneath that, because the other benefits are good, but they're not like wow benefits. They're, oh yeah, it does reduce hair loss. That's cool. Itchy flaky skin. Yeah, fair enough. But the why of those itchy flaky skins is because hard water is bad for you. Yeah. See, some of these ones, the one C1 target, you're getting 2.47% click-through rate, which is pretty good. But it hasn't had a huge amount of spend that could drop as that ad spends more. But let's take a look at that one. So C1 target. C1 target, it's got 2.47 click-through rate. Scroll, go down and up a little bit. Up a little bit more. Don't worry about the ones that haven't spent very much. Keep going up and stop. C1 target. That one starts with just 3 benefits, right? And that's your best click-through. So I would work on the benefits, and under the benefits there, I would put the reviews, and then under that, I would put the why buy from us. And the why buy for us is your free and fast delivery and your 100-day money back guarantee. That's not about the product. That's about you as a brand. So we want to do the selling points of the product. Then we want to do the reviews, and then underneath that, we want to have the benefits of shopping with you. The unique selling points of you. Break it up like that. Once I started to break my ads up like that, they turned really, really good. Because we're getting people interested in the product, and then we're showing them the reviews, and then we're telling them why to buy from us. Yeah, you've got a lot running there. I would start to turn off the ones that are spending a lot of money, but only have like $3 clicks. You don't need those. We're looking for clicks under $2, and we're looking for CTR, so link click-through rates of above 1.5. So that C1 underneath. CPMs, we're looking to about the $30 to $36 mark. But if your ads are getting high CPMs for a day or two, don't just turn them off. CPMs can mean a lot of different things. So over a large period of time, we're looking for CPMs to be around $30 to $40. Preferably $20 to $40, but we can't control that. CPM is a mixture of a few things. It's one, how many other people are bidding on the people that you're bidding on? 2, how much more likely are the people you're bidding on going to be to purchase your product? If you have an amazing landing page and you're selling these things like hotcakes, your CPM actually reduces. So it's 2 things. It's how expensive the other person is that you're targeting, and how effective your website and your system is at getting that customer. It's pretty cool. So we don't just turn off ads that have high CPM, but it is something we look at and consider when we're looking at ads to turn off. For example, you've got that A2 target. It's only spent $1.57, but it's got a huge CPM. That's not enough data for us to make a decision yet. It's not enough data. Yeah, I can explain that. So scroll up to the very top. Scroll up to the very top of this ad set. And order by amount spent. So what Facebook's saying to you is C4 with the most spend there, it thinks that's the best ad. And it thinks that because that ad is getting the most engagement. But engagement doesn't necessarily mean clicks. So that's one that I would probably consider turning off and retooling. So what is C4? Is that a video? So Facebook's saying, and this is the way that I'm interpreting this today. Facebook's saying, hey, your video is pretty good, but you're not getting enough clicks. It could be your headline. It could be the copy. It's saying, this is the one that I'm going to spend the most amount of money on because people are enjoying this video. People are watching this video. If you scroll over to the right a little bit, it'll probably give you some more information there too that we can take a look at. So let's have a look at, if you could scroll to the right. Scroll to other way, scroll to the right. Or is it, I guess it's scrolling to the left so that I can see the right. And keep going. Oh, okay, so can you change the 3 columns near view setup to, let's have a look at engagement. It's the third one. No, take this screen down. And 3 columns, and click on the third option there. This is a little screen that tells us how our videos are doing. So if we scroll up, so I can up to the very top and go all the way to the left. No, we don't. Where's the video views? How do we get to video views? Link clicks. Keep going. Maybe it's because I've added defaults into one. Okay, let's go into the 3 columns again, and we're going to try and find video views. Maybe go performance and clicks. I want to do it without editing the columns because that gets messy. Okay, here we go. So the ad ranking, the ad engagement, and the conversion rate ranking. Okay, average is good. Average is really, really, really good. Most people don't get average. So that's telling me that people are liking the video. And if we scroll across even further to the right, you can see the video there has a CPM of $28. So that's why Facebook's spending the most amount of money there. It's the cheapest per 1,000 people to show this ad to. So they're liking the ad. If we scroll further across too, they're not clicking it. They're not clicking it, but they're liking it. So keep scrolling across. A little bit more. There's a setting that I've got on my screen. It tells me how many seconds people watched for. So this information is good. This is telling me that video is pretty good. What I would be doing if this was my account is I'd be taking that video and I'd be putting it into some sort of video editing software, and I'd be trying to shorten it down, trying to make it a 15-second video if I can. The shorter the video, the more cheap it is for Facebook to play it in the more places. So I'd take the best parts of that, I'd cut it down to 15 seconds, I'd add some, I mean, you got pretty good text there, which is pretty good. So just having that as a shorter video. How long does a video go for? Yeah, cool. Now I wouldn't throw the video out. I wouldn't stop promoting the video. I would definitely make a shorter version because it's pretty good. And then what I would do is I would pause this particular ad and I would duplicate it out and I would try and work on the headline and the ad copy to try and get more clicks. That's the game here. Does that make sense? Now for C3, I'd do the same thing there. The cost per click is a little bit high, but the CTR is very good. So I wouldn't pause that one. I'd keep that one running, but I would duplicate that and I would try and get more clicks. Same for C4 target. I'd just be playing with those ones, getting better click-through rates, trying to get that cost per click down. The C2, below that, still fairly high, but below that you got 1.72, which is a good click-through rate. So some of these ads have good click-through rates, and all the ads that you have running that aren't spending very much money, I probably would pause most of them so that I could allocate that small bits of change here and there to the main ads that you're trying to get to work. But you're going down the right track here, and now it's just about honing in those ads that are kind of working and making them work. That's what I would be doing. That's how I'd be spending my time. So don't focus too much on the lack of sales, because from my point of view, there's a fair bit of work to be doing on the ads here and just trying to get them along and changing them. Now, how many email signups have you had? Yeah, that's also something you want to work on. So that's customers. If you go into Klaviyo, how many people signed up to your Klaviyo? Yeah. Sign up form. So 6.9% sign up form. That's not too bad. If you go into go into profiles. Click on profiles. A bit further down. That's the one. Up. You always go past the one I'm looking for. And scroll down for me. Okay, so May 2nd, May 2nd, May 30th, May 30th. Yeah. Oh, that was me. So over the past 3 days, you've had 1, 2, 3, 4 people sign up to your emails. Not bad, not great, but not terrible. Let's have a look inside your Klaviyo form. So go and click on the sign up forms. And click on the 3 dots and go edit. I just want to make sure you got the correct settings here. Click on targeting and behavior. So I would do the time delay at 20 seconds personally. Yep. And I would definitely have the first rule ticked when the visitor is exiting the page. Yeah. And keep that one, keep after time delay ticked too. And then I would turn on lead capture with shop. Now this is going to ask you to do a few things, and you'll have to do that off stream because I won't take you through that. But if you save this and publish the changes, so up the top right, go and publish that change. That will be enough to hopefully significantly improve your emails. But one more thing, go into targeting and behavior again and scroll down and turn on lead capture with shop. Now there'll be a few requirements here, so you'll have to go in after the stream and add those things that it's asking you to add up. But if you do that, you'll get an even better sign up rate. Yep, just do each of those, and it should definitely help you. So come back in a few days' time. Well, next week is when I'm streaming next, and show me your results, and hopefully we're getting more email signups. You're going down this is working for you. Like, this is going down the right path. So good work so far. You're welcome. I'm gonna remove you from the co-host seat. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, to answer some of those questions. Jacinta, Nadia, which niches are they in? I know what it's like to be in your shoes, guys. I know that you look at other stores, make a ton of money, and you get store envy. I'm making a ton of money myself. I still get store envy. What did I do this month? I did 80K on home craftology, Australian, I think. What did I do? Let's have a quick look. The last 30 days, 54,000 American, 54,000 USD to AUD. What is that? 82,000 Australian dollars in the past month. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Don't get store envy. Get store. No, I guess envy is pretty good. Envy is pretty good, but don't worry about what niche they're in. The way that you go and find a good niche, your entire wage in a month. Thank you so much. I hope that I inspire you guys. I hope I do. So to figure out the niches, right? Now I sell a product that most people probably wouldn't have thought to sell. Crafts. I sell crafts. Do I look like a crafty person? No, I'm not a crafty person. But my wife was when we started the business, and that's why I sell crafts. So to find a niche and to find a product, it's one thing to find a cool product that solves a problem. And I fell down that trap when I found the hydrogen water bottle. I saw the product and I thought, Jesus, that's cool. I like hydrogen water. I have a hydrogen water system at home. I know the benefits of it. I love this. I want one for myself. I want everyone in Australia to have this. And I dove in. I made a store about it. And I got excited about it. I bought the product and I'm like, this is freaking awesome. I love this thing. I did sell enough hydrogen water bottles in my store to break even. But I couldn't scale the damn thing. Could not scale it. Now this is me. I had great signups. I had 2.5% to 3% click-through rates on my ads. Everything was looking positive, but I could not scale the product. Why? I failed one really important thing that I should have done, that I've done with all my brands that have succeeded. I didn't research the competition. Had I have researched the competition, I would have realized there was no competition. There was one other store in the world that was selling a white labeled hydrogen water bottle. Their ads had only been running for a few weeks at a time. That was not a valid market to get into. To get into a valid market, I show you guys all the time. Find a tool that you like Foreplay. Okay, you find your Foreplay tool, you get on there, you search for, and you don't have to use Foreplay, go on, whatever. The Freedom Club has its own Facebook ad spy tool. I'm pretty sure it does. Find your Facebook ad spy tool. I'm working on a cool one right now that I will show you guys once I've got my head around how to use it. But you look at the ads that are running for the competitors, you go find them in the Facebook ads library, which is free to use. So you use a tool to find the competitors, go search up all their ads in the Facebook ad library. You look at the dates that they've been running their ads. If their ads have been running for like a few days, they're cycling through ads. They're making changes to their ads and to their ad sets. They're trying to find a way to make the ads profitable. But if you see an ad that they've got running and it's been running for the last 30 days, that's profitable. That's a profitable niche. And if you can find a whole bunch of different stores running a product like that, that's had ads running for a long time, you found yourself a profitable niche. And you might be thinking, hey Chris, I don't want to go into a niche with lots of competition. That is the wrong way of thinking. We want to only enter markets where there's tons of competition. We want a slice of that pie. And the reason why we want to do that is because we want demand. You cannot scale a product unless you have demand. And you can't make demand. You could show a cool product, and people might think that's cool, but if there's no demand for it, how do you expect to sell it? How do you expect to sell it? Now, I've seen a lot of cool products from the Freedom Club, a lot of highly innovative products, some of which I think are really cool, that might make a really good hobby store, but I know that it's going to be difficult to scale those products. The easiest products to sell are the ones that most people will want. I think the one that I saw, it was one that did see Facebook ads. It wasn't the best tool that I've ever used. I went into, I'll see if I can find it for you. I might have to ask Austin if I'm going to be completely honest, because it's a while since I even used it. So I think for the search, Facebook Spy, it was definitely in one of the tutorials that Austin did. Definitely, 100%. Yeah, I think it was in the product research. I won't waste too much time searching for it on the stream. But if you could ask in the system there, maybe someone else can point you to the exact tutorial that explains. There is a username and password that you can use from the Freedom Club, and that will get you into the tool. But the tool that I use, guys, is Foreplay. Well, it's the current tool that I'm using, Foreplay. There's another tool that I'm planning on using, which I'll show you once I know how to use it, because if I showed you it today, I wouldn't be able to show you how to use it. I'd just be going through the motions. So here you would search up the product that you're thinking about selling, like the face mask, for example. Right, you just go find someone with an attractive face mask ad like this, and you go, okay, mask and glow. Let's have a look at the Facebook ad library for mask and glow. Just take a note of their little icon here. And you find them. I don't see them here at all. So there's a good chance they're out of business. Go find your next one, and you go through this process. You go find their ads. Find their website. If the website's still up, that's usually a good sign. These guys are called LED Aesthetics now. Let's go have a look. LED Aesthetics. Is this them? This looks like them. Ads running April 25th. Cool. April 22nd. These guys are still tweaking their ads, trying to find the right ad to become profitable, but these have been running now for a week. This might be something. If I can find another brand selling this product, then I might consider going into this market. The reason why I started selling my bamboo mattress topper is because I found a bunch of different businesses selling bamboo sheets, selling bamboo blankets, bamboo mattress toppers, and bamboo robes. And I was like, I want a slice of that. So I decided to get into the bamboo market. Let me answer some of these questions, and I'm going to ask the next person to jump on. Okay, Jacinta, when we talk stores and website, do I put them all under one, or do I have one site per product? I like to go into a market. So like I just explained with the bamboo market, I went into the bamboo market because I knew I could sell sheets, I could sell pillows, I could sell pillowcases, I could sell toppers, I could in the future even sell mattresses if I wanted to, I could sell robes, I could find some nice bamboo like loungewear to sell, and I could sell, even because it's like a sheet store, so I could go and even sell like anything that when you go down into the mall and you go to one of those like the Manchester stores, anything they have around the counter, that's easy game to go and add to your store. You know, so we start with 3 products, you might end with 10 to 15 products. And a few of those are going to be like your quick little, your candle holders or your candles or your little knickknacks that you throw at people at the last minute in the checkout. So that's why I went into that market. When I went and sold the hydrogen water bottle, I wasn't just selling the hydrogen water bottle, I was selling water. So I was selling a few different water products, and a few people do that here. So they're selling the water filters, the water bottles, the tap filters, all the different water products. So you enter a market, not a product. While we're on the subject of more than one shop, how do I do that? Silly question. Well, I just sign up for another Shopify store and I make it. I like to work quickly, so I use a lot of Zipify pages to make my pages very quickly. And you know what? I'm just using the Freedom theme. Just throw the Freedom theme up, get that configured, and go in and use Zipify Page Builder or Gem Pages to go and build a really pretty nice looking website. I pivot fast. So I decided to shut down Nation Hydration, and I had what do I call it? Tokyo Threads up and running within the week. To be fair, my business partner did most of the work while I told him what to do. So okay, so if I edit add description, does it interfere with the algorithm? It sure does. It will remove your comments and your likes. But in my opinion, if you're just banking on the one ad that has all of the likes and the comments from the people from the Freedom Club, that's a recipe for disaster. It's not about the amount of likes or comments you got in a Facebook ad. It's about the engagement of the video. It's about the text that you're showing. And once you've got a good ad and you know it's a good ad and you've tested it over and over and over again, you can just let it run for ages and the likes and the comments will build up. All right, who is next on my list? Jennifer, I'm going to invite you in to share your screen. If you're still available, let's go. Hello. How's it going? Yeah, very good. All right. No problem. I understand. This is Australia. We all have shit internet. How bright is your screen? Okay. I can't see the I can't see like the columns. Okay, but that's okay. I don't need to. So what are you selling? You're selling. Is this the knee massage? Okay, cool. CPMs are a little bit high, but your cost per clicks. Okay, cool. Have you guys noticed the big change now in it says active hyphen loaning? I've noticed that. Okay, so cost per click is there's one there where the cost per click is very high. I turned that one off immediately. the reviews image. Yeah, but it still spent $10, so it still reached enough people that that's not going to be a winner. But shoot, I mean, I shouldn't swear on the stream. Holy crap, $20 purchase. That's phenomenal. That's fantastic. That's right where you want it to be. Okay, where have you spent all the money? Show me the compare video, because that spent $30 and it's got cost per click of $4 and a very low click through. Let's have a look. You do have slow internet. Yeah, it's because you're downloading the stream and then uploading the stream. Okay. So for whatever reason, people don't like that as much. Because it looks like a gym ad. That's why. It looks like you're advertising for a gym rather than an actual product. Yeah, I just turned that one off. I mean, it's cool that you're testing new angles. I like that. But you know what I hate is when competitors do that and they seem to be doing well, and then I try it and it doesn't work. But it is what it is. I've literally copied the exact same ads from competitors running the exact same product, and mine just suck for no reason. It happens. I would, if I were you, I would turn off the ones that have the reviews and the Foursquare one and the compare videos. Yeah, for now I would just turn them off, and I would focus on the two top ones, because the cost per click is decent and the CTR is decent. So I'd be duplicating those ones out and seeing what I could do with the headline and the text to see if I could get more clicks. Mm-hmm. Mm. Interesting. Yeah, it's a pretty good strategy. I like it. That's not bad at all. Mm-hmm. Do you have a description? Yeah, you do. There you do. Cool. Very good. Great. And you got all the info labels are selected. Fantastic. Yeah, that's good. So how long does that video go for? So what I would do, I wouldn't turn it off. I'd leave it going, but I would go and try and make a shorter version of that, and just like the highlights, and try to tell a story in like 15 seconds or less. I know it's tough, but I am finding the shorter videos do far cheaper clicks, because like we get to the point a lot quicker. And like I have, on my account, I had this one video that was getting me pretty good clicks, like pretty good conversions at like $30, and it's been doing that for a while. It was an 8-minute video. So what I did is I cut that down to like a 5-minute video and made it really punchy. I made it look like a YouTube video, and it's now getting me $20 conversions. And then I took a 1-minute video and I got it down to 15 seconds, and that's given me the same. I'm just, the shorter the video, the more conversions I'm seeing. But your video still has to tell a story. That's a thing. Yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, you got a sale at $20. Can you? So this has only been running for 3 days, yeah. Cool. I hope you get another order tomorrow. It's heading in the right direction. Cost per end of the end of the day, the most important thing is that cost per purchase. I don't care if I'm paying $3-4 per click. If I'm getting a $20 cost per purchase, hell yeah, that the maths works out, right? Good work. Awesome work. So come back in a few days' time and show me your results.
Yeah, all right, thanks so much.
You're welcome. As for scaling, guys, if you can get those consistent, cheap conversions, we can scale. Oh, I got to tell you guys how to scale. How we scale is when we got a good campaign structure. Everything's working well. How we scale is we do a campaign budget optimized. Well, this is what I do. A campaign budget optimized campaign. And I just add 20% more budget to my campaign every day until I'm seeing the results get worse. That's how I do it. And as long as I'm continuously updating and improving my pop-up and trying to work through and improve how many people are signing up to my emails, as long as I'm working on my email automations and making them better, this all makes the well-oiled machine work better and better and better. All right. Yeah, definitely. Continue working on your store. Look through your pop-up. Make sure you're getting the consistent results. Maybe you want to do an A/B test on your pop-up. Maybe you want to test $10 off the product instead of 10% off via an A/B test. Go and do that. You can do an A/B test on your, you can have a second welcome series which is a $10 off, keeping it 10% off. Duplicate your welcome series, do it $10 off, and have your pop-up going into there, and just see if you can get more people, get more sales through that. Do I have a YouTube video on my page or know any good videos about anything to show the best Zipify page features? Zipify pages isn't that difficult. It's not really something I would do a video on. You can literally, there's two options for Facebook pages that I know. The two best options. Zipify pages, in my opinion, is currently the best, closely followed by Gem pages, which in some regards is also better than Zipify pages. They both do better things in different ways, but you can't go wrong with either Zipify pages or Gem pages. They're both amazing tools for making high converting landing pages for sure. When scaling of my ads, do I duplicate the ones? No, don't. So if your campaign is doing well and you're getting good cost per purchase over 3 days, at your stage, I'd say 3 days, then add 20% of your budget to the campaign. We don't want to go over 20%. If you keep your additional budget at 20%, so no duplication, just add more budget at 20%, you won't go back into learning. If you add more than 20%, then you have the chance that you'll go and put your ad sets back into learning. Okay. Damon, I'm going to invite you in to share your screen. Damon is in the process of getting ready to scale. So let's have a look and see if I can help him. He's been waiting for this all week. And I had him waiting to jump on this share his screen. He's chomping at the bit. Scale slowly, guys. Scale 20% every few days. That's okay. We can test it, Damon. You know what? There is another option. I can send you a Zoom link and we can just stream the Zoom link. So give this a try. If that doesn't work, I'll send you a Zoom. Blocked you again? All right, no problem. I'll remove you from there and I'll share my screen. I'll share the entire screen. I'll send you a DM in on Facebook, buddy, and I'll give you the Zoom link. New meeting. Oh, we can't start video. That's okay. I can't join audio. That's going to be a painful thing. So it's probably just going to be me talking. But no, I'll be able to hear you. You can hear me through this. Okay, this is going to be a little bit confusing, but we'll get there. 1 second. I'll get my invite out. Give that a try. Let's go. Did you get that Zoom link? You got my same headset. This is a good little headset. I like it. Oh. Actually, I don't need it anymore. I should take it off because I yelled into my mic when I got it on. Oh, you're admitted. Let's go. All right, Damon, I'm going to make you host. Okay, so I'm going to make you host. Ooh. Okay, does that work? That works. Okay, so you should be able to share your screen.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, does that work? That works. Okay, so you should be able to share your screen.
Have you got a headset at all?
I can hear you. So share screen.
Share screen.
Have you got a headset at all? No.
All right. So I apologize to everyone for the echoing, but we will do our best. So down the bottom, there should be a nice big share screen button.
So I apologize to everyone for the echoing, but we will do our best. So down the bottom, there should be a nice big share screen button.
All right, let's take a look at your ads.
All right, let's take a look at your ads.
Look at that. Look at that. Cost per purchase is very high, but you're making money. $8,000 in spend to make 25 grand. 3 times margin. That's what you want.
Cost per purchase is very high, but you're making money. $8,000 in spend to make 25 grand.
How'd you get your CPM so low? Great job. All right, let's take a look inside your ad set.
You'll have to bear. Yeah, your CPM so low. You'll have to bear with me. This is very lagged.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. Oh, man. You're so close to just nailing this.
So my frustration has been every time I go to add new creative, it kills my main. Just nailing this. It kills my main ad dramatically.
Yeah. Why did you turn off C1?
Yeah. Why did you turn off C1? To be honest, I can't remember.
I think C1 and C3 are very strong. If you look at the click-through rates, much higher than your main ad.
I think C1 and C3 are very strong. If you look at the click-through rates, much higher than your main ad.
I remember now when I ran those, my C2 went through the roof, went over $3 per click.
Okay. Can you show me the dates where that happened?
Okay.
And bear in mind, these are reasonably high ticket items.
Would that happen?
Yeah, the high ticket's the only reason you're making money, which is not a bad thing. So guys, if you are getting your $94 purchases, you can make money if your product is high ticket enough and has that 3 times margin.
That's right.
Not a bad thing.
But he's not making as much money as he wants.
If you are getting your $94 purchases, you can make money if your product is high ticket enough and has a 3 times margin. But he's not making as much money as he wants.
No, my store conversion rate's only 1.6.
Okay, so I need to get. I haven't made videos for the last couple of weeks. I've just been too flat out, but I am going to do your ecom emergency video for sure.
Okay, so
what I'm seeing here is you got some good ads, and I know that it's scary to turn off just turn C1 and C3 on because you get less results from C2. But C2 is not your strongest ad, and you're not going to find your strongest ad unless you go and start actually letting Facebook test this out, and not just turning it off on a whim. All of that feedback there you've got is fantastic. I mean, that is amazing. But Facebook's saying to you, hey, I think C1 and C3 are stronger. I'd like to allocate more budget there. So I'd let it do that. Can I have a look at your targeting?
Facebook's saying to you, hey, I think C1 and C3 are stronger. I'd like to allocate more budget there. So I'd let it do that. Can I have a look at your targeting?
Completely broad.
Nice. Okay, let's just take me through into the campaign. We will be very careful not to change anything.
Nice.
Scroll down.
Okay, let's just take me through.
Cool, that looks great.
The campaign. We will be very careful not to change anything.
And let's keep going down.
Scroll down.
350 a day. Nice.
Cool, that looks great.
And let's go into the ad set.
Let's keep going down. 350 a day. Nice. And let's go into the ad set.
And let's go down.
And let's go down.
Yep, it's all very broad. All right. So, do you want to stop sharing the screen for a minute? Actually, before you stop sharing the screen, show me your Klaviyo.
It's all very broad. All right.
So, totally broad.
Do you want to stop sharing the screen for a minute? Actually, before you stop sharing the screen, show me your Klaviyo.
Hang on. Can you see that?
I can't see it logged into it. I can just see the login screen.
I can't see it logged into it. I can just see the login screen.
You see that now?
No, I can't see it. I'm just seeing your Shopify analytics.
No, I can't see it. I'm just seeing your Shopify analytics.
What we'll do, stop sharing your screen. Oh, there we go. Don't worry about that. We're all good. Okay.
What about now?
Stop sharing your screen.
I can see it now. Perfect.
Oh, there we go. Don't worry about that. We're all good. Okay. I can
How
see
come
it
you've
now.
got
Perfect.
sign-up forms for mobile and for desktop?
How come you've got sign-up forms for mobile and for desktop?
Different formats.
You can set different formats inside the same form.
You can set different formats inside the same form.
So can you go into targeting?
And different artwork.
So can you go to targeting?
So go into, right there. Okay. You want to also have when visitor exits the page.
So go into, right there. Okay. You want to also have when visitor exits the page.
I had that, and you suggested maybe turn it off because it wasn't getting the views.
No, I don't think I never would have said that, but I would have said something else. But we always want to have that ticked on. We don't want to have only that ticked on, but we always want to have that at least ticked on.
I never would have said that, but I would have said something else. But we always want to have that ticked on. We don't want to have only that ticked on, but we always want to have that at least ticked on.
The other thing you want to have is the lead capture with shop turned on. This is for both of your pop-ups too.
The other thing you want to have is the lead capture with shop turned on. This is for both of your pop-ups too.
And then lead capture with shop.
Yeah, I'll go through and do all that.
Awesome. Okay, so
And then lead
stop
capture
sharing
with
the
shop.
screen and I'll come and talk to you so there's not so much delay.
Awesome. Okay, so stop sharing the screen and I'll come and talk to you so there's not so much delay.
Okay. Is it less delay now? Let's see. Oh, still so much delay. Okay, Damon, what I'm going to do,
Okay.
I'm going to close down the Zoom. I'm going to make some comments, and then I'm going to actually speak to
so
you
much
after
delay.
this so that we can talk.
Okay, Damon,
and there's
what I'm
less
going to
delay.
do, I'm going to close down the Zoom. I'm going to make some comments, and then I'm going to actually speak to you after this so that we can talk and there's less delay.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about the delay there, guys. It was killing me. Okay, so Damon's got a brilliant store, a brilliant product, and he's able to make money. But at that 3 times margin, there is a small amount of margin left in there that he can take. But you're going to get an insane amount of revenue from that, and you're only going to take a small slice of that in profit. And a lot of that you may lose to taxes or also to fees in both Shopify and in PayPal. And eventually, what's going to happen after you sell a bunch of these products, PayPal is going to come and say, hey, we need to, because you're selling a large amount of products, we need to impose a hold on your funds for anywhere between 20 and 45 days. So you keep that in mind. And this is something that's going to happen to any successful dropshipper. Eventually, PayPal is going to come and say, hey, you are successful, congratulations, but there's a risk here, and this is a risk that applies to all businesses. We're going to hold your fees for, anywhere between 15 days, 45 days, even up to, I've seen 90 days. PayPal holds my fees. So they hold 20% of my taking for me for 45 days. It's tricky to get around that when you've got a 3 times margin and that's all you're making. The holding is there from their perspective to cover their asses, really. let's just say you made 100 sales of this awesome product and you decided to go bankrupt and not send any of the products out and keep the money. Facebook's at least got some money there to refund customers. So it's a risk thing that they do for everybody once you find success. So it's really important for us to have that 3 times margin so we can at least make that profit, and some of that will be held. But in this case, what we need to do is get that cost per purchase down from that $92 back to somewhere more around the $45 to $50 mark. Now, Facebook's got an ad there that's working really well. So Damon, if you don't want to screw up that campaign, that's fine. You don't have to screw that campaign up. You could duplicate it and run an A/B test where you can go and test out other creatives that aren't that one ad that's doing well and try to figure out if you can get another creative that's working just as well. Now, your images are working well. Images are a different beast to, say, a video. What I would be doing is having some nice shots of your product with a slight zoom in and some call out features, and that may be all you need to do to start actually getting some video. Now, videos are great because they get shown on different places on the Facebook newsfeed, and you want to have, when you do videos, I'll show you guys what I do with my videos. I didn't realize I was just showing you guys a blocked screen there. So when you have your video content that you're doing on Facebook, what you want to have is, oops, we're top of funnel, bloody hell. Top of funnel, you grab your video, where's one of mine that I made, here's a good one. And when you upload your videos to Facebook, it's really a good idea to have 2 different formats. So this, of course, is the mobile format, which is the long format, 9:16, okay? I've also got the square format here. So whenever I'm exporting my videos, I don't want to change anything in Facebook. Can we just show people? Yeah, I'll do it. I just want to publish. When you're exporting your videos, you want to have a square version of your video, and you also want to have a long version of your video so that you don't have to choose, what to show and what not to show. So whenever I'm exporting my videos, I have a square version and a long version. I think this is the square version right here. Yeah, so this is the square output that I've edited. And you can see here, this is 15 seconds. So you don't, for a normal product, we really don't need, so they're the same ad, but a different format of the same ad. So I've actually gone in and edited this to look good on a square. And then my other versions, I've gone in to make them look good as a long version. And you can see in my exported files, if I show you, this is my Make Something Incredible. I got my square version right here. Hopefully you can see this. Square version of my ad. And then I have the same one as a long version right here as well. It's not a dynamic ad. This is a regular old ad. This is how you reduce your costs. If you just give Facebook one format of video, the long format of video that most people give Facebook, that's cool. Facebook will show your video in a lot of places. But if you add a square version of that video, or you go in and you edit the group, you come on in and you do a crop. If you don't have a square version, you come on in and you can crop your long version like this, and you can just pick where you want it to crop, and you click apply changes and save. That will allow Facebook to show your ad in even more spots. And when Facebook can put your ad in even more spots, it will reduce your CPM, and that will reduce your cost per click, and that will reduce your cost per conversion. So Damon, you've done some good testing, so you kind of know what selling points to use. You've got some good images on your website. It's now time to get some nice, quick, really dynamic looking videos to see if you can help. And your videos are going to be so good. This is the best ad that I have running for my business, and I would love for you to take this idea. Yeah, you can upload 2 different versions of the ad. Yeah, you can upload 2 different versions of the ad and use them as the long or the square. So this is the best ad that I've got. I'd love for you. I'll see if I can grab it outside of there so we can see the whole thing. I'd love for you to make something similar for yourself. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's the streaming ad. This one here. All right. I won't make you watch this whole thing, but this may give you some idea of authenticity and speaking to your audience. And of course, my wife and I are in this video showing off our diamond paintings. You and your wife could be talking about her journey through Fibro and how this product has helped her. My name is Chris.
And I'm Mel.
We are from Homecraftology. If you are a fan of diamond painting, today I thought I could show you guys a couple of things. First up, release papers. Do you want to grab those release papers? So what are these things?
So these things are specifically for our diamond painting. You can really easily take off the cellophane.
These release papers are something that we do here at Homecraftology. They are in every kit you purchase, and you don't really get this anywhere
They
else.
look like that.
Yeah. The paper's cut to a size, and they're like a sticky butter paper. My name is Chris. I won't make you guys watch the whole thing. There's about that's my longest forming ad. That's 6 minutes of ad there. So while it's good to have your short ads, it's also great to have your longer style ads as well. As long as it's dynamic and as long as it's entertaining and it comes across not as necessarily an ad, but you're teaching people something, people appreciate that. And the longer they watch that, the more they're going to get to know you and your wife and the brand and be more likely to trust you and purchase that product. So I've also got my short videos, and I'll show you some of those too, because they're much shorter to get through. And where are they? Let me show you my entire screen again. So my shorter style videos are things like, here's make something incredible. Right, that's a short style of video. That's like 15 seconds long. And then I have a whole bunch of different ones in a similar way. So this is a bit of UCG that I've reformatted. UCG, user generated content. I got it right. I've reformatted this into a very quick 15-second video. That's 15 seconds worth of video right there. So I've told a story in 15 seconds. What else have we got? It's not necessarily that they're more expensive or less expensive. It's more that there's more things to show. Right now, when I look at your ad set, you've got one ad that's getting shown twice on average. So there's some people who are seeing that same ad over and over and over again. There's some people who are seeing it one time, but there's more people who are seeing that 2, 3, even 4 times, because your frequency rate is 2, which is quite high for just a regular old acquisition campaign. I'd usually see my frequency settings at around 1.5 to 1.7, somewhere around there for most of my acquisitions. So it's telling me people are seeing the ad multiple times. What we want is to show people different styles of ads, same information in different ways. Otherwise, you're going to find when you start to scale, you get ad blindness and people get stale and your ads will just drop off. So it is about finding those other little gems that we can show to build your campaign up. So I know you don't want to lose that income and that momentum you've got. If I were you, I would leave that campaign running. I would duplicate that out. And I would do an A/B test. So not just duplicating, but actually highlighting that ad set and doing an A/B test. In that A/B test, I would probably give that 50% of the budget. Now, an A/B test can run side by side, and it's perfectly fine. And what you want to do is add all sorts of different video and photos, images, and different ways of selling this in there to experiment. Now, when you find something that works, you have a big decision to make. Do you slot it into your main one? Do you make a brand new ad set? And like you can run this in a way that never upsets the ad set that you got running working now. But you just have to bear in mind that that ad set that's working now, it'll stop working eventually, and you're going to need to have new content coming in. ABO budget, you can do that. You can do that. What's one that is definitely one thing that I do. I like to think of my campaigns as they are like the train conductor, you know. So that's the root of my budgeting. And then I have a whole bunch of different ad sets running inside of that it will determine who gets the view of the ad. Basically, the campaign will determine because it's using the campaign budget. That's definitely one thing you can do. But when you do an A/B test, that's different. When you do an A/B test, you're saying to Facebook, I'm not doing an ABO campaign budget. In fact, if you don't have your campaign budget switched on, do not switch it on right now. You'll set your whole entire campaign back into learning. That's why you want to duplicate it out and do an A/B test. So I'd be focusing, if I were you, and I'll answer your question in a second, Ryan. I'd be focusing, if I were you, on a couple of things. I'd be, for one, trying to figure out what other images I can use, what other videos that I can use. Can I just get a quick win? Can I go and find some product images of this and have a nice, simple zoom in with some text there as a video? Can I find a way to throw in some of my reviews into there as well in a nice dynamic way? That's what I'd be doing. Then I'd be going, okay, can I film my wife and I just talking about this product in a nice casual way, in a way that comes across as authentic? And can I cut that down to a 30-second to a 6-minute ad and just talk about this and have, because people are going to like to hear from you guys. That's the third thing I'd be doing. Then the fourth thing I'd be doing is really looking at my pop-ups. Now, your pop-ups are quite good. Yeah, just show her the one that I did with my wife. My wife hates being in front of the camera. She hates it, but she did it for me, and we had fun doing it. So your pop-ups are quite nice, very attractive, but what I would be testing is the offer. Now, you're offering 10% off. Can you offer $10 off? Can you offer $20 off? And can you test those as, like, switch off the pop-ups that you have and create new ones so that you don't bother those ones. You can switch them back on if the new ones don't work, but you want to test to see if more people sign up to your emails if you give $10 off, or do more people sign up to your emails if you give them $20 off. With a high ticket item, you can afford a $20 off. And you know what? That's only $10 more probably off than someone would get with the 10% off. It just sounds better. We're trying to find ways to get more people through that email list so that you can convince more of them to come back and purchase. Now, the third thing that you might want to look at is your retargeting. Now, I'm not sure if you're doing retargeting. I think you're not from memory. You can go into Facebook, and I'll show you what I do. Now, this is for, there's a lot of you running retargeting ads. I wouldn't recommend retargeting ads for anybody unless you're spending the kind of money that Damon and I are spending. In my view, unless you've got more than 1,000 people who've clicked on your website in the past month, in my view, and I'm open to hear feedback about this, but I don't think it's worth doing retargeting if that's the kind of traffic you're pulling. So for audiences that you want to target in your retargeting, I'm having success lately targeting these audiences here. You can see here I'm getting $26 purchases. I am targeting using an audience, using the old Advantage audiences. So I've gone and switched back to old for my retargeting. I'm targeting people who've purchased in 180 days. Damon, that may or not be good for you because people who purchase from you probably won't purchase that product again unless you've got something nice and congruent you can sell them to top the bed with. Website visitors, 180 days. Website, just ignore the 30 days. Instagram engages 30 days. Instagram followers. Facebook ad engages 30 days. Facebook ad engages 60 days. I've doubled up a bit here. There's no benefit to doubling up. I just did. We've got page likers. Now, where it says OmniSend, what I've done here, and you can do this in Klaviyo, I've linked my email system to Facebook. So I've gone into OmniSend. You can, and I know you can do this in Klaviyo. I've seen it in the help files. You can actually use Klaviyo to create Facebook audiences from your segments. and it will refresh them all the time. This really helps me with my retargeting because I can say to Facebook, retarget all of my purchases in 30 days, in 180 days, and people who are super engaged with my emails. And then that's my retargeting strategy. So I'm not spending a huge amount on retargeting, just 10% of my daily budget. And it is working. It's working for me. Ryan, are you saying that instead of showing off, you could have an offer that says, yeah, absolutely. So this part that I'm going to show you guys right now is really advanced. And I don't want to scare people off, okay? I'm going to show you guys what I do for Homecraftology. Because I'm at a point with Homecraftology, I've reached millions of people around the world. I've literally, like, look guys, I got 100,000 orders on Shopify. That puts me in a completely different category to most people. I'm now in a place where I need to reach more people cheaper, reach the people that I've reached before, but also I got to worry about things like ad blindness. I got to worry about all sorts of different things. So what I like to do, I like to test different offers. Is it better for me to give people 30% off? Is it better for me to give people 40% off, 50% off, buy one, get one free? You can see here inside my retargeting, I've got 40% off bestsellers, 30% off, buy one, get one free, 30% off. So the way that I do this is each of my ads, this one here, 30% off, each of my ads comes down into here, has got a discount associated in the URL parameters. Okay, that's step one. This is just a Shopify discount. When they come in off the Facebook ad, because this is in the URL parameters, that will trigger off the discount to fire off inside my website. This is step one. So this is essentially what's happening. They come into my website and yes, there's a clearance sale, but they get off. They get this, 30% unlocked, get 30% off today. That's the offer they've unlocked. If they come in from a different link, let's just say buy one, get one free. You've got a different link here, and I'll get a different incognito window. Homecraftology. These guys coming off on this link, they get this. Buy one, get one free. Oh, it's buy one, get 50% off. Dang, that's not what I wanted. I need to fix that. That is not what I intended there. Or is it? Buy one, get one. Damn. Let me just test another buy one. Let's buy one, get one 50. Holy crap. Every time I come and show you guys something, I realize I made a huge mistake. I think this is the one here. I don't think V2 is going to teach this. This is my method. I don't think Austin has used this before. I don't think he intends to use this. This is advanced crap. Okay. This link here should get buy one, get one. Buy one, get one free today. So I need to go and fix that other ad that had the buy one, get 50% off. So they've unlocked buy one, get 50% off. The cool thing about the app that I'm using is it changes my header depending on the link that they've come in off. And that allows me to go and test in Facebook. I will definitely do a tutorial. It will probably go on my YouTube channel. It'll probably blow up, I bet. Because I have never seen anybody else doing what I'm doing here. You guys will be the first if you do this. So it changes my header, but not just that. If I won't show the buy one, get one free because it's easier to see when I show you the 30% off. It's easier to explain. So I'll go back to this one. I did just want to show you the dynamicness. So this is the 30 sale. Can you imagine what this gives you? The ability that this gives you to set a big, very large price in Shopify and then use this tool to give dynamic discounts off. And then you can go and test on Facebook, is it better when I give people 30, 40, 50, 60% off? Now, of course, the more percentage off you get, the more chances you're going to get a sale. I understand that. You give someone 60% off, you'll get more sales. But what you need to now determine is the cost per purchase. Is it better for you financially to give people 60% off? Or is it better for you financially to give people 40% off? You'll get less sales at 40% off, But will you be more profitable? Will you make more money on your ads? I can't tell you that. You can only tell that by testing. And this is how we test. So if I add a product to, see how it's now saying 30% off all my products? It's changing the price here. We've got a little thing here telling people they should order in the next 4 hours to get their order delivered by May 15. I love that. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to add this to cart. Now, once it's in the cart, now I know there's a lot going on my website. I get that. I know that. I'm not saying your website has to look like mine. This is what works for my crowd. This might not, like having so much and so many different distractions might be bad for you guys. This is what's best for my crowd. As you can see here, it's coming in and saying you get a 30% off right here, which is minus $32, and you get the 30 sale over here. So it's already showing you in your cart what you're getting, so that when you go into checkout, it's all congruently showing you the discount that you've got, and 30 sale comes up here. Now the app that I'm using for this is called Discount Ninja. Where are we? Apps. Discount Ninja. Now you can see today I've only made $700 today. That's probably the lowest amount I've made this week. That's okay. I have a big special coming out tomorrow that I'm excited about. Thursdays are usually my lowest day. All right, now this is Discount Ninja. Discount Ninja is the tool that allows me to set up all of these promotions that get triggered off different links. This is not for the faint of heart. Okay, this is tricky shit, because you've got to figure out which of these can get stacked together, which of these. I don't have too many apps, Damon. I've been very careful to take away the apps that slow my site down and don't do anything. The apps that I've got running are the bare minimum for this website. And I had to do some, I'm a coder myself, so I had to go in and figure out which apps should load at which time to try and improve my site speed. I'll show you my site speed in a second. But in my point of view, I haven't put Discount Ninja on my other website yet. I don't see the need for it on the other website because I'm offering right now the 50% off, and I'm just testing that out. Will I do this in the future? Yeah, if I want to scale, I would probably install this on my next store so that I could test 50% off, 40% off, 60% off. I want to give that a test, because in my view, that's probably good information to know when you want to scale. How much can you sell this for, and do you get more at a different price? So this allows me to go in and actually design how my website shows my offers. The caveat of this app is that this app does not work with one-click upsell. That's the thing. It does not work with one-click upsell, but you can do upsells in this app anyway. So this is giving people 40% off bestsellers. I go in here and I can configure the sticky bar. I can change how it looks. I can add different blocks. I can add a countdown timer. I can add a little notification. This is pretty cool. This pops up at the bottom of my website and notifies people that they've unlocked a special deal, and tells them, for example, if they need to spend a certain amount of money to get this deal activated, it tells them. So it's really cool. It gives them an update in their cart to tell them, hey, you've got this. You need to spend, say, $50 to activate this deal. So that works really well. I can edit how what text displays in the cart here. I can edit the promotion, the summary. I can edit what it looks like on the checkout page as well. So it's extremely powerful. And this works with Shopify discounts too. In terms of the apps that I'm running, there's a lot of apps here, but some of these are actually uninstalled. Like I know I have Lucky Orange here. I'm not even using it. I've actually uninstalled that from the store. The app's still installed, but it's not in my theme. I'm running Discount Ninja, Wheelio. That's not running anymore. That's brand new that I just added, the upstacked Universal Pixel. I'll make a video on that at some point. BeProfit doesn't do anything to my website. It's like a profit analysis tool that I'm using. Sales Boost I am using. Reconvert I am using. Aftership doesn't affect my website. Looks reviews, we have to use Looks. Order Bump, this may slow my website down, but it's made me a ton of money. And I would highly recommend anyone considering a way to improve their website. This is fantastic. So this allows me to do my priority processing, or you can do a a what do you call those things? What do you call it? A warranty. You could do an extended warranty, and you could charge someone $5 for an extended warranty. This allows you to do that, and that's just pure profit. You can see here over the past, how long does this go for? Like, I don't know how long this is telling me, but 500 units sold. 5 times 5 is $1,500 in additional money that goes straight into my pocket. Yeah, Hotjar slows my site down too. So I do have Hotjar here. I've actually removed the code from my theme, and I'll probably just uninstall the app, to be honest. The Boost AI search and discovery, I've removed that from my theme too. It was slowing it down. Reamaze, that's my help desk system. I definitely don't want to remove that. Wishlist Plus, I need that for my store. That helps people add wishlist items and get emails from the wishlist system. You guys don't need that. How do you tell? Well, as a developer, it's tricky. So if I go into my theme, my loading speed is moderate, so it's not bad. It's not terrible. How would I tell how things are? I go to homecraftology.com. You can use the Google Lighthouse. If you're actually inside your thing, you can click on loading speed here, and you can go in here and you can do the report. And how do you get to the Google Light speed? I can't remember. How do we do it? You guys are testing me. Loading speed. How do we get to it? That's a good question. How did I get to it? View loading speed report? No, I just did that, didn't I? I don't want the documentation. Maybe they've changed it. There was a way that you could click from here and go directly to Google Lighthouse. Is it simulated test? This was it. This was it. Yeah, page speed. I found it. Thanks, Damon. I found it. This tells you your biggest problems. Now, what I would also do, there's other tools that you can look at. So you can go to your website, you can right click anywhere, and you can go inspect. And from here, if you're clever, this allows me to see how my website looks on different devices. Absolutely vital. You always need to know how your website looks on different devices. Now, this also allows me to easily change my website look and feel, but this is advanced like developer stuff. But I can go in here and go network. And if I refresh my screen, I can see all the elements loading in. Now, if this is going over your head, I'm sorry. You don't have to do this. You can get developers to do this for you on Upwork. But I can see here, so the big things here are the things that took the longest to load. So I go in here and I find the things that take the longest to load, and I try and figure out what they are. So this one here, we've got some kind of Google tag. So that's my Google tag stuff. I don't want to mess around with Google tag. What's this one? USB Get Boost. So this one is taking a little bit of speed here. This is my Get Boost app. I probably want to leave that. But when I went through here and I saw like Hotjar was huge. What's this one? Rendered forms. This must be from some sort of form. It's either Shopify itself, or it'll probably be Omnisend because it's a form. But it's taking a little bit of time to load, so maybe I want to have a look at, well, I definitely want my forms, so I'll keep that. But you go in there and you remove everything that you don't think you need. Hotjar is only good when you just want to make sure that you got everything working, and then you remove it. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. And Damon, I'm going to give you a quick call and go over that stuff. I don't use anything instead of Hotjar. I just removed it completely. It's only good when you're first launching your store to figure out if you've got any holes and people are getting confused in places. Once you're pretty confident that your website's looking pretty good, you don't need it. What do I use? Well, you could use Google Analytics. This is the most powerful analytics tool. Google Analytics is a whole other... I'm not even sharing. Hold on, guys. Google Analytics is a whole other thing, and I am not the right guy to give you guys Google Analytics masterclasses. I've been using this tool for 10 years. I'm still figuring out how to use it. So it is amazing. It's got all of your customer acquisition stuff. And all you need to do is create an account, add a bit of code to your Shopify store. There's so many tutorials out there to get this working. And the amount of data that it can give you is incredible. So you can see here it's telling me all my acquisition, where things come from, how much money I'm making from each thing. So organic, social. Nadia, read my message at the top. Sorry, Nadia, I didn't even see it. No, oh, there it is. Which one? Spy tool? Oh, okay, yeah, let's have a look at your results. Okay, Nadia. Hold on, I can't see that one very well. Let's try it. Better version. Okay, here we go. Nadia, My Happy Loom. Oh, C1MOF, middle of funnel. Okay, no wonder that's getting all the clicks. It's middle of funnel. C1 0.7. Oh man, those click-throughs aren't great. Your cost per clicks are quite high, but your CPMs are pretty good. It could be that we just need to have some better copy on your ads to see if we can get those clicks up. That's probably what I'd be doing. Day 4, you've had one sale. Screenshot is Sunday today. Sunday to today. And how much are you spending per day? $105 spent. Okay. You spent $100. You've had one sale. You're right. That's not terrible. In fact, that's not bad. So it is a very good niche. I do think there is demand for it. That's a good thing. CPMs are low, so people are enjoying the video, it would seem. What we need to do now is work on your headlines, work on your copy, and maybe re-edit those videos. Try and make them a bit shorter and a bit punchier. One of the reasons why I started making my videos shorter, I'll see if I can show you guys. So if I scroll across, now I have completely different stats to you guys, which is fine. I'll try and find the one that I'm looking for. Now, just because I have these things that look this way doesn't mean that you should go out and make yours look this way. Honestly, some of these things are just down to laziness because I've been doing this for so long and I know what I'm looking for. You don't need to look for the things that I look at. It's okay. I'm just trying to find the right stats here, so just hold on. Okay, here we go. Video watch percentage, 3-second video plays, and the average video playtime. So when I look at these, the reason why I decided to start making my videos shorter was when I'm seeing, like, I've got a 30-second video and the average video playtime is 4 seconds. Now, I know some people are going to watch the entire video, but on average, they're watching very little amounts of video. So I've got to get a really punchy hook into the first 5 seconds of my video. So I need to make sure that in the first 5 seconds, people know what I'm showing them and they're already kind of seeing the value of it. So that's why I decided to start making my videos shorter. Well, yeah, so Facebook's estimating the daily reach between 1 and 3K, but it's only giving you 1,500 reach. Interesting. You sure? You got 3,000 people reached, over $100. So that would sound about right. I don't know where you're seeing that you're only getting 100 to 500 reach. I'm seeing down here the overall reach is 3,291 over 3 days. That's 1,000 people every day that you're reaching. So that sounds about right to me. And out of that, so you got 3,291 reach, and you've got almost 4,000 impressions because some people are seeing your reach twice. So sorry, some people are seeing your videos twice. That sounds about right. Nadia, you're heading in the right direction. Just take everything that you've seen today, everything I've ranted on about, and continue going out and making better ads. Guys, you've seen me, like you've seen my account. I'm still like, this isn't a thing that we just, these people who are making 80K a month, we don't just have one ad or one ad set. We don't just have one angle. We're constantly testing new ideas. We're constantly testing new creatives. We're constantly making, this isn't just a set and forget kind of thing. If you want to get good at Facebook ads and you want to actually make your ad account sing, you've got to learn to massage it the right way. So duplicate your ads out, test your copies, test different formats of the videos that are working. Facebook's giving you hints. Look, if I'm looking at this hint here, it's saying, hey, C1, $29 CPM. What is that? What's that saying to me? It's saying per 1,000 people who have seen this ad, like this is your gas mileage. The gas fee for C1 is cheap. It's a cheap car. It's got good mileage. Tells me C1's probably a good video. What can I do with that? I'd be going out and cutting sections out, picking the best 10 seconds, the best 5 seconds, the best 15 seconds, and editing that into a cool video and testing if those particular things work. Or testing if I can change the header in some way, change the text in some way. Does that improve my click-throughs? You know what I mean? It's time to get to work. There's so much to test. All right, guys, that's it from me today, though. I'm losing my voice. I've probably ranted way too much in your ears. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I've helped in some way. And I will see you guys on Tuesday for the website review. I'm getting messages from people on Freedom. Just so you guys know, I get so many messages on Freedom. There is no way possible I can get through everybody's message. But if you want to, and this goes for anyone who's watching this in the replay, if you want my help, guys, you're going to have to make it to the stream, because I only have a limited amount of time I can actually go through everybody's messages and help everybody out. So try and make it to the stream, guys, and then you'll get your questions answered. Hope this has been helpful. I will see you guys later.